So one day, this Nigerian lady named Miracle received a message on WhatsApp from a guy called Harry. Now, Harry happens to be a tall white British man who is based in America, Florida, and works as a software engineer. But then one day, while scrolling through a WhatsApp group, he came across Miracle's profile, and her profile picture caught his eyes. She was beautiful, had a nice lips, and almost perfect figure, and so he decided to message her. After messaging Miracle, Harry told her how he got her number and that he would want them to be friends. So this was how they became friends and were texting back and forth. Over the next few weeks, Harry and Miracle decided to move from casual texting to video calls so as to know each other more. So one day they hopped on a video call, and that was when they discovered that there was one tiny problem. Harry was unable to hear Miracle properly. He could barely even see her. On hearing this, Harry told Miracle they should use iMessage to video call, but there came another problem. Miracle was an Android user. She had no Apple device, which meant she couldn't use iMessage. Harry, being a lover boy, was determined to video call with Miracle. He wasn't going to allow lack of device hinder his potential love, and so he decided he was going to send Miracle some Apple devices so that they can finally video call without any interruption. So one fateful day, Harry packed an iPhone 13 Pro Max, an Apple MacBook, and also $2,400. Then he handed the package to Emirates Airlines to deliver to Nigeria, where Miracle lives. When Miracle learned of this, she was beyond happy, because it's not every day you would meet a friend like this that would go as far as sending you a new mobile phone just so he could see your face. The next day, the package arrived in Nigeria, Abuja, and Miracle received a message from the delivery company telling her to come pick up the package. But there was a problem. You see, Miracle is a university student who schools and live in Akwa Ibom State, which is a 12-hour 20-minute ride from Abuja, and she couldn't start traveling there to pick up the package. So she narrated everything to the delivery company, and they provided her with two options. One is that they would deliver it via road, but it will cost 25,000 naira and take 8 hours, while the other option was flight delivery, but will cost higher, 46,500 naira, and will take only 1 hour. Miracle, who needed her package as soon as possible, opted for the flight delivery, and so she made payment to the account number of the delivery company. A few minutes later, the company called her again, and this time they told her that Harry, while sending the package, didn't pay for local duty charges and stamp duty, and as a result, customs won't allow the package to leave the airport. Desperate for the package, Miracle made the payment of 71,500 naira for duty charges and 45,500 naira for stamp duty, but things didn't end there. Moments later, the local delivery driver called her again for the third time. This time around, he was yelling at Miracle, telling her why didn't she tell him that there was money in the package and that customs are still refusing to let the package leave because of the money unless she settles them with 250,000 naira. Miracle began pleading, telling them that she had only 100,000 naira. However, they refused, saying it's too small. After multiple back and forth, they eventually agreed on 150,000 naira, which Miracle eventually paid. At this point, Miracle has spent a total of 313,500 naira, but she didn't worry because she has $2,000 on the way and also her new devices. 1 hour later, Miracle called the delivery company to know if they had arrived at Akwa Ibom so she can come collect her items, but to her surprise, they weren't picking calls anymore. She called over and over and over and over again, but still they weren't speaking. She immediately called Harry to let him know what's up, and Harry told her that she shouldn't worry, he would call the agent in charge of the package and get back to her as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Harry never called back, and when Miracle tried to call him after waiting tirelessly, she found out he had already blocked her, and I guess that was when Miracle became aware of what has been happening this whole time. It was a romance scam. Harry doesn't live in the US, neither is he British. He is a Nigerian scammer whose name I guess is Chigozie Francis Chimuba, and he goes about using this particular format to scam ladies. The message Miracle received from the delivery company was sent by him. The delivery company itself was also being run by him and also a scam. Everything was just one big scam.
So my people, what advice do we have for Miracle and other young ladies that have big eyes for things that are bigger than them, that are not contented with what they have? What advice do we have for them? And please guys, join me on the table as I eat starch and black soup.